Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. If you're new here, I post update videos documenting my expat life as an expat wife here in the Philippines, vlog videos of my travels when we were able to travel, health, weight loss, fitness, all that sort of stuff. So if you're into that, give me a like and subscribe. But what we're going to be discussing today is my results of the 75 hard challenge and my experience with it. So if you're not sure what the 75 hard challenge is, it is a mental toughness challenge instituted by someone by the name of Andy Frisella, which I'll link his information down below if you're interested. But there's basically just 5 rules for 75 days. So the first rule is water. You have to drink at least a gallon a day for 75 days. The next one is you have to follow a diet, no cheating, no alcohol. The next one is at least 2 45-minute workouts a day, one of which must be outside. And then we have the daily progress picture and the reading at least 10 pages a day of an educational or entrepreneurial book. So let's go ahead and get into my results. The gallon of water every day was the easiest, and I actually found myself so used to drinking so much that I would get thirsty, which is weird. I'm like, how can I get thirsty when I'm drinking a gallon of water a day? So really the way you get into this is the first couple of days it's hard and you feel like you're peeing a lot, but after that you get really used to it and you just start your day with water and just, keep drinking it throughout the day. And then the next one was diet. So because I did the 75 hard challenge during quarantine, I didn't mean to do that. It was just instituted almost immediately after I started the challenge. But I decided not to do any sort of special diet where I eliminate whole food groups. What I did is I just did a calorie restriction diet through MyFitnessPal, and I just entered it into where I would lose 1 pound per week, and that would be my calorie deficit. And then also the no alcohol, that part was a little challenging, especially in the beginning, but you definitely do get used to it. And actually, yesterday when my 75 hard challenge was over, I went ahead and had a drink, and I only had 1.5 margarita. I couldn't even finish it, and I was already feeling kind of buzzed, and then I went to sleep immediately afterwards. So you can say that my alcohol tolerance is really, really low. But yeah, so the diet wasn't that difficult because yes, it's in a deficit, but really I was eating whole food groups. I wasn't doing keto or low carb, which is what I usually do, and I'm glad that I stuck with it that way because it was just helping me eat more balanced as opposed to doing something that was super, super strict and hardcore. I really liked it, and I ended up losing a total of 9.2 pounds, which is not, I was hoping to lose at least the 10 pounds, but I am thinking that maybe it has to do with my hormone fluctuations and it just being that time of the month for me. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with it. So there's that. And then also the 2 45-minute workouts a day. My gym was shut down this whole time during the quarantine. So unfortunately I wasn't able to use the gym, but what I did do is I did a lot of at-home workouts, and then I also did running. So I started the running with Peloton outdoors. Right now it's free. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but it has been so helpful with working up my stamina with running. So I would highly suggest doing that. And it was challenging to do all 75 days because there were some days where it was raining and I did have to run in the rain. So yeah, it really works with your confidence. And also it's been a very stressful time with it being the quarantine, this global pandemic. It's been crazy, and doing the 75 hard challenge has really helped with my anxieties. And there were some days where I was such in a mental rut that I was like, I need to go work out right now. And it was so helpful, and it has been, and I want to continue to do it. I'm giving myself a few days off of working out because another thing is that when you're working out continuously for 75 days, your body starts feeling it. Like there were some days where I was really tight waking up, like in my hips especially, or my ankle and my feet, they were just really tender. And I don't think it would have been so bad had I been able to go to the gym, but since I'm limited on what I can do here at my house, I ended up doing lots of running. So yeah, so hopefully it'll be a little different for you. You'll have access to a gym or something like that. But just so you know, if you have no equipment and all you can do is run outdoors, you can definitely do it. There were some days where I live on the 24th floor of my condo. There were days that I would, as part of my exercise, I would just walk up the stairs. And honey, that was a workout, okay? So you can definitely get it done with no equipment. And then also, the next is the daily progress pic. So for the daily progress pic, I went ahead and uploaded a daily progress pic to Instagram, which I'll attach. And that made it so easy to go ahead and save and remember to do it. And there were some days where I would have gotten everything done on my list, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't upload to Instagram, and then I had to go out to my hallway because I don't have a full-length mirror. So I would go to my hallway in front of my elevator at night in my pajamas and take my progress pic. So I would definitely suggest uploading it to Instagram or maybe a Facebook or Reddit, whatever you use. That way you can have that mental reminder and other people will see it and it'll get other people motivated. And it was just really great doing the daily progress pic on Instagram. And then also I saved it to my highlight reel, so you can go back and see how I was doing mentally. I did like these little snippets of how I was doing and what I was struggling with, what was a bit helpful for me for that day, and I really enjoyed it. Although I will say, make sure to hit that favorite button on it. There were 3 or 4 days where I forgot to add it to my highlight reel, so I have a few days that are missing. I still did take the picture, but yeah, just make sure that if you're going to do it, to make sure to put it to your highlight reel right away. Lastly, the read 10 pages a day. This is probably my favorite thing about the challenge. I ended up reading I ended up completing 7 books. Some of them were educational and entrepreneurial, and some of them I was reading just for pleasure, and they were fiction or based on a true life. And then, so I completed 7, but I'm still finishing up the other 2, which is Rented by a Prophet, Uneducated, and Hillbilly Elegy actually. So 2 of those are for leisure books, and then 1 of those is educational. And I'm so glad that I did this challenge because it really sparked my interest in thinking about passive income for me. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad and some other books that really sparked my interest right now. Rented by a Prophet, and it's essentially a book on making passive income by rental income investments. And I'm interested in that, and this challenge really sparked that, as well as right now we're living in Southeast Asia, but we have a home in Houston, Texas, and we're renting it out, and right now we're making a very small profit on it, and it's almost splitting even really. And I don't know, it just really sparked my interest in how much we could make if we could buy an investment property with the mind of making passive income. So I highly suggest the 75 hard challenge if you're in a rut, not even to lose weight. Losing weight has obviously been helpful for me, and it really kick-started my motivation for that, but it's just been so positively impactful for my mental health. I really think that reading the books has sparked my interest in learning and has helped me cope with this very hard time that we're going through. And then also the exercise. It's just, those are the 2 biggest benefits that I got from this challenge. And of course I'm drinking more water. Alright, so I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you're thinking about doing the 75 hard challenge, just go for it. I think you'll really enjoy it. If you're going through it now, let me know how you're liking it. Leave a comment for me down below, and yeah, stay safe out there, y'all.